She's a little dirty, but I'm going to do some 0 to 60, 0 to 100 pulls in this 2015 WRX here. 6-speed manual. It's got a stage 1 with a Pro Tune, so it's got cold air intake, custom Pro Tune. We got the upgraded AEM fuel pump on it. What else we got? Oh, the 3-port boost controller. But other than that, she's all stock, so it's a stage 1 with a Pro Tune. It's got an NVIDIA cat back, but the mufflers were removed because we had the fiberglass packing coming out and clogging them up, so we just took them off. So this was a mild launch, and I was not slam shifting, and the tank was pretty full of gas here. So obviously a full tank adds quite a bit of weight over, like, say having a quarter tank. Now on my editor here, I'm able to break it down by like a fraction of a second, and I got a time of 5.6 seconds, 0 to 60. Now you can beat that with a stock car, but you're really risking the clutch doing so. And that was a decently soft launch at 3,200 RPMs there. If you drop a stalker at like over $5,000 and slam shift in the second, you can definitely beat 5.6 seconds. But as I said, with it being all-wheel drive, that's pretty hard on the clutch. Car and Driver actually had one of these for a long-term test car where they test them out for 40,000 miles. So they had it brand new off the lot, and at 24,000 miles, their clutch was already gone from them doing a bunch of red line launches. So that's why I typically try not to launch it too hard. At the very hardest, I will launch it at like 5. And in doing so, and a little bit quicker shift, I've managed to get a 5-second flat 0 to 60 before. But that's still not redline dumping it, and probably still not slamming it in a second as hard as I can, because I want to preserve the synchros on this thing too. And another thing to keep in mind, this tune actually takes away a little bit of the low end power. So like the stock tune and turbo and everything, the turbo kicks like instantly. As soon as it hits, it just slams your head back like you're full throttle. I always hated that. Even though you weren't full throttle, you'd be like 30-40% throttle, and it's like you floor the car, because as soon as the turbo picks up, it just goes now. But then you would always lose. You wouldn't have any top end power after that initial slam, which really sucked, because it was like you take off real fast, but then your power would just immediately drop off on the stock tune. So with this Pro Tune here, it shifts the power band a little more towards the top end, so it keeps pulling strong all the way to redline, but it sacrifices a little bit of low end for that. But anyways, that considered, and the fact that I'm not slam shifting and I only launched at 3,200 RPM, I think 5.6 is pretty decent.